Bonsai Sulfaro. I think that's right. Any advice to get rid of facet joints pain triggered by extension? So it depends why it's there. So again, we always need to investigate. Again, before we propose solutions to a problem, we need to make sure we understand the problem firsthand. So why do you have facet joint pain? What are you doing when you notice it as well? You need to know the level of degree that you've got problem with extension. So easy fix might be that you tend to overdrive or drive extension too much from your lumbar spine and not enough from your hips, which again, just if you get your glutes strong enough and then control that extension more, that might fix the problem if that's what it is. If it's a bit more serious, it might be, say, you might have had, say, herniations before, disc herniations, lost enough disc height, and now your facet joints don't have quite enough room to kind of clear or give you enough movement before they start to get irritated and they start to sort of clack together, which just means you've got a limit on how much extension you can do. So the simple answer to that is just don't go to that full end range, keep yourself just below it so you're not irritating those facet joints. So again, we always need to understand or investigate why that's a problem. So yes, it's a problem, but why? And that then dictates what we can and can't do. So give you a good example actually with disc recovery position. Okay, so disc recovery position. So if you're familiar with the work with Robert McKenzie, understand the concept. If we have a herniation or a bulge, we can kind of reverse that herniation and bulge with a kind of, a sensible application of passive extension. So normally for sort of McKenzie, we talk about things like, either being on the elbows or those full-blown kind of floppy push-up kind of Cobra poses here. The trouble is that if someone's lost significant disc height, so probably more than about 20% or so, and McGill has a study on this, those sort of end range extension positions tend not to work. And again, because we've lost some disc height, those facet joints will then sort of start to clack together and get irritated. So what we need to do is have a range of, we understand the principle of what we're trying to do, that passive extension can help a disc herniation to heal. What we don't want to do is use that or stick to it so dogmatically that we start to create other problems with the facet joints. So someone might come in flexion intolerant with disc bulge, and now we've made them flexion and extension intolerant because we've been too aggressive with the passive extension. So disc recovery position is a sort of a graduation development of that. And if you're familiar with the work of Professor Stuart McGill, you would have seen this position before. So let's say people can't get to here because it's just too much extension for them, but we can still get some of the benefits just by doing a little bit less extension. So this recovery position, we might start for some people, just two flat hands underneath their forehead, like this. And 3 to 5 minutes of that might be enough just to reset their posture. Some people might be able to go to one fist underneath their chin, which is a bit more extension again. And others might be able to go to 2 fists underneath their chin, again a little bit more extension. But again, the whole point is we're in this position to help, and it shouldn't hinder, and it shouldn't cause problems. So again, 3 to 5 minutes in this position, nice gentle relax that lower spine, should help that disc herniation start healing a little bit. Yeah? But not everyone's going to be able to get to these sort of end ranges here, because if they've lost enough disc height, it's going to become a problem. So again, we just need to understand if you have got facet joint irritation, why is it there, what sets it off, or what are the kind of the rules of the game, the limits for you that you can tolerate, so that we can use the tools that we've got to hand, but we know what the limits are for using those tools and the application of them. So